Astavakrasana or 8-angle pose, you bring one leg over your shoulders and then find 2 blocks which is beside your hips, and then try to float by resting your palms and using all the weight on your hand, and then you cross your one leg on top of your other leg. So you're crossing your ankles. As you can see, my both the feet are flexed, and then you can just stay there for some time, and then when you're ready to come down, you can rest your hips. And the other side, I'm practicing the same thing. So as you can see, my leg is over my shoulder or my upper arm, so you need to stretch it so well. You have to practice some hips and hamstrings to open up or to warm up your leg, and then you cross the other leg on top of your hanging leg, and then you are just bringing that your arms to 90, and then we try to lean forward to have a good balance. And then you can take some Paschimottanasana, forward fold for your hamstrings. Then you can go in a reverse plank, pushing your pelvic thrust to the front. And then I'm also practicing some splits, so in case if you want to do some straddle or pancake pose, you can have 2 blocks in front of your mat and just rest both the feet on the blocks, and then you can hold sideways or come to the front. So these way you can stretch your hamstring, your knee, your calves. The entire leg is nicely stretched. You can also do some butterfly or monkey pose, or you're trying to float that leg, pushing your hips forward, chest out. And then from there I'm going for a firefly, which you will see my students practicing this, and my students are also doing Astavakrasana, so they are preparing for this final poses, Astavakrasana and firefly. So stay tuned for more update. Thank you. Overall body warm-up exercises you need to do, but especially we focus on our hamstring and our arms to just bring that stability and to work on our openings. So I'm making my student do this hip opening exercises by holding that foot in their hand, and as you can see, they're making that L shape of the leg and bringing that foot close to the face, ears, wherever you can bring it. And then second exercise, they are working on the hamstrings, so placing your heel on the glider or towel, whatever it's easy for sliding, and then using a bolster for your knee and blocks to hold on or support. It depends on everybody's. If you're an advanced practitioner, you might not need the blocks. Then they are also using the straps to just move their shoulders back and forth. That helps them to work on their arms, and they're doing the roller thing. So roller helps them to open their spine, shoulders, and their front body. So they are doing some spinal stretching with the rollers, and after the rollers they will be using the straps by holding the leg on the side. So that also helps them to open their legs on the sideways, so it helps them to open the hips externally. Some students can also grab their foot with the other hand. That is advanced practice. Again, it depends on how flexible your back and your hips are. So you can use a strap and you can just stay for some time. Also, front raises with the strap might open your hamstring and work on your core and mobility. It increases the range of motion of your legs. So you have to just lift your legs up and down and keeping your spine straight throughout. You're not leaning or hunching or arching your back. So keep your spine steady on the bolster. You can sit down and then just move your legs. And then going for that camel pose, preparing again for arch and then downward dog. So we are combining our camel or Ustrasana From Ustrasana, they are going to downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. So this you can do some reps just to open your shoulders and work on some mobility in your shoulders, your spine and your legs. So this is overall body opening. This helps us in our anterior and posterior stretch. As you can see, pushing your pelvic thrust forward will help you to work on your balancing. And then also gliders for the splits. If you have already practiced before with the gliders, so this is a challenging part for some of you, so you can even go on your knees and then go into that gliding splits. But if you think it is too much for me, you can even rest your knees and then bring one leg at a time. So you can also do the modified version earlier, how they practice by just sliding the legs out. You can do that, or you can just simply be on the floor and glide the gliders. And then this is one of our challenging part for the core, and your arms are extending to the front, so it's a nice extension for the spine, for the hands, and for that control, that resistance. You can see how resistance you need to be. Also you can see that some students are modifying with one arm, stretching, extending one arm to the front. Some students can go all the way down. So this might also help you to increase the strength in your upper body as you need some holding. So as you can see, they're trying now firefly, where they are bringing their legs over their shoulders, and then using the blocks will help. It's a good technique. And then some students, as you can see, is also practicing with the blocks, holding the blocks without the blocks, and just crossing their feet and just hanging there. Or you can put the block just behind your seat, to even if you fall back, you have something to rest. And then the final position is Astavakrasana, 8-angle pose. This is the final pose. Thank you so much for watching. For more updates, like, share. Namaste.